When you look back at Nintendo when the Wii U and 3DS era, you can tell they've changed from then and now. When I mention a quote-unquote era, I'm referring to Nintendo's actions and mentalities. This also goes into not just the games released, but the kind of games that were released. I think Arlo described it best by saying that Nintendo focused on more simpler games instead of big hitters, and never has that statement been more true for me than Super Mario 3D World. Our story begins with Mario, Luigi, Peach, and this random blue toad. I don't want to keep calling him some random blue toad, so I'll call him Jimmy. During their night walk to fucking nowhere, the brothers see a clear pipe, which isn't really a thing in the Mushroom Kingdom. But they fix the pipe anyways because they're probably bored and might as well. But after fixing the pipe, a Sprixie from the pipe pops out. And it turns out Bowser had found the pipe and started fucking up shit in their kingdom. Bowser gets the Sprixie. Everyone then enters the pipe and yeah, I don't know why I'm bothering with the story. Average Mario stuff that isn't cool. Moving on to the presentation, it looks graphically okay at times. For instance, this beach level in World 5 is pretty dang beautiful. The water shines at you nicely, the colors mesh really well, and it's overall almost on the level of Odyssey's presentation. But then, you go to Sprawling Savannah, and nice spot by Nintendo. Really a powerful console. What doesn't help in the presentation's case is that the game is bland and boring. Nothing stands out in any environment except the Chinese temple, but I wasn't able to play the level because gamepad. Regardless, as I was saying, 3D World's presentation isn't for anything new. It's the same old new Super Mario Bros. Theme, except they look nice. That kind of disappoints me here because we aren't even in the Mushroom Kingdom. We're in the Sprixie Kingdom, and the fact Nintendo chose to go with the same themes in every other title, dumb. Gameplay-wise, 3D World took more of a focus on 3D Land's gameplay, linear levels within a 3D space. This system works fine, but why did they make it the focus of a console title? The reason the quick and fun levels worked in 3D Land was because that game was on a portable system. If you were on a train or a bus, snap open your 3DS and play a level or two. But on a home console, it's a different story. Even with levels made to stretch out for longer than 3D Lands, it didn't feel like continuing on every time I beat a world. Even Super Mario Sunshine, of all things, kept me wanting to play after a bad and unfair level, and I gave that game a 3 out of 5! What doesn't make this good is that these levels are pretty easy. For one, yes, I did do the 1-up glitch. Oh no, how terrible. But if Odyssey proved anything, lives are pointless and you don't need them for a hard Mario game. As for the lives that were lost, they were all near the end of the game. The only issue is that the end of the game feels like a difficulty spike that appears randomly because they forgot you have the last few worlds. This is a problem. Both 7 and 8 are the only worlds that consist of an actual challenge. And for what they're worth, they offer some tougher levels. But those are only 2 out of 8 worlds. And if you're gonna make a stretch, then yes, the post-game is difficult too. But it's the post-game. Of course it'll be more challenging. Had it not been hard, then what is the point of it being a post-game? So throughout all of the main game, only a total 25% of the whole thing is hard and has big difficulty spikes thrown in. And since only a quarter of the game is actually hard, the rest is really boring and I don't like playing it. And don't get me wrong, the fact it's linear isn't what makes it boring. Galaxy is pretty linear, and that is my favorite concept for 3D linear Mario. It's just that so much of 3D World doesn't challenge me. It's not that it's just not hard, it's because it is so easy it gets boring, and most of my playthroughs got tiring because these levels are simply designed. Bosses in 3D World are good. Except 2 really shitty ones. Histocrat and Motley Boss Job Trapper Flop are interesting bosses as they both take use of the new power-ups for their battles, which is pretty cool. The Mr. Rock Guy and Square Burb over here are okay. Not too hard, but their concepts aren't really worth freaking out over, and they're pretty forgettable. This is the part where I talk about the 2 shitty boss fights. Boom Boom and Pom Pom have stank. Boom Boom in 3D Land was kinda hard for one reason. The stage. Being on an airship made the area you fought him in small and cramped, so you had to be more careful when fighting him and making your movements. Even when they made the stage bigger in 3D Land, it was just so they could add treadmills. 3D World made the stage too big and they put in a fucking projectile weapon in the same level so you can use it against him. Could they have tried to make this boss fight easier? Well, no, but they can do it with a sister. Pom Pom is a joke. When you jump on her, she vanishes into 3 or 4 or 6 clones of herself. But after you spot her, it's easy to stop her before she even throws a ninja star. So, you can kill her in a total of 30 seconds.
Fucking whores! You fucking whores!
Well, have any of you noticed a theme in all of this? A very easy game, simple and bland themes, dumbing down some stuff. It all feels like they did this because it's fun for everyone. That isn't really what they should have done. Making a game so simple to understand means making a game that isn't really the best it could be. Back when this game came out, it was in an era where marketing to everyone, to Nintendo, meant marketing to kids, and this attitude slid into their game development. Since simple games can easily be played by kids, simple games can be played by everyone that's older than kids. And that's true, but it isn't really the reality we live in, and not a lot of people are gonna want to buy this game or praise it because of that. Super Mario Odyssey is what made me realize this and made me want to go back and review this game. Everyone I know has played or wanted to play this game, and that's because it isn't super simple. It's big with hundreds of moons and super crazy crap throws and Mario Odyssey, yet everyone is buying. The lesson that can be learned here is that to appeal to everyone, you don't have to be simple. You just gotta be unique.
Also, this game sucks. It's too easy and boring.